What's up guys? Today we are going to be changing out this trailer hub, and if it's your first time ever doing it, well, this is the video for you. I am a complete noob when it comes to changing things like this out, and by no means am I a mechanic. However, I want you guys to know what I learned from changing these things out, so whenever you go to do it, you will be prepared unlike me. Now, a couple tools that are required for this is first, some sort of hammer, preferably either a rubber mallet or a wooden mallet to knock the cap off of the hub. And then also some sort of wrench to take the nut that is holding the hub on the spindle off. And then things to have that aren't necessarily required but will make your life a lot easier is a pair of gloves, because it is going to be very greasy, and either some paper towels or shop towels to wipe everything off. First step, you want to go ahead and take the tire and the wheel off, just like this. It's going to give you a lot better access to the hub itself, and it's just much easier to deal with just this instead of the tire and the wheel together. Okay, and then the next step is you're going to want to take this little dust cap off. With mine, these are relatively new, so I can just kind of peel this back and then pull it off. If yours is a little older, you might just want to get like a little flathead screwdriver to pry. Next step is you're going to want to get this cap off, and the easiest way is to hit it with some sort of hammer. I recommend a wooden or a rubber hammer, just because if you use a metal hammer, then you could potentially mess this up and need to get a new one. All right, now once we have this cap off, you can see it's going to be really, really greasy. This is where a paper towel comes in handy, because in order for you to get the actual part that's holding the hub on off, you want to be able to get that grease off. And as I wipe this away, you can see it's going to reveal the cotter pin in there, and that is going to be the next step, is to get rid of that cotter pin. Once you've cleaned the grease off as best as possible, this is where you're going to want to get that cotter pin bent. A pair of needle nose pliers or a flathead come in handy here. Now, one thing that is tough, especially with all this grease, is you might not be able to just push this cotter pin through. So a little trick is you can grab the cotter pin tight with your needle nose pliers, and then just try and tap through. If you tap on your needle nose pliers while you're holding the cotter pin, sometimes it'll allow it to bump it out. And then you can kind of get in here with your needle nose pliers and apply some leverage to get it out. Or if you're me, push it back in. All right, cotter pin is out. It's probably going to be the most annoying part of the job, in my opinion. And then the next step is you're going to want to get this castle nut off. I recommend using a pair of channel locks, and you just shouldn't be too tight, to be honest. And then you can just take it off all of the way. At that point, the hub is good to come off. Just keep in mind, don't drop your bearings on a hard surface or anything like that. Try and keep everything together if you can. And then you have your exposed spindle. All right, just like that, we have the full hub off the spindle. So then at that point, you can do with the hub whatever you want. If you're replacing it or if you're needing to pack the bearings, that's really all there is to it. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, make sure to leave those down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, I hope you're able to get out on the water and catch some fish.